Hey guys, welcome to today's video where we're going to be breaking down all the action from today's Cowboys versus Patriots game. Before we get started though, please drop a quick like and a sub on today's video. That would really help my channel grow. I'd really appreciate that. With that said, let's dive right into the video and I hope you enjoy. Wow, what a crazy game in overtime. This was a really good football game. Probably honestly the best football game that I saw today, that I really watched today. But the Cowboys coming out on top in overtime, 35-29. What a masterful performance. And at the end of the day, the Cowboys deserved to win this game. I mean, the Patriots were in this game the entire game. But the Cowboys were the better team. I mean, they threw for more yards. They were better offensively. They were better defensively. And they deserved to win. And I think it was honestly a miracle that the Patriots were able to stay in the game as long as they were able to, and even put it into overtime. The Cowboys over 550 yards, 445 yards through the air, 122 yards on the ground. They had 33 first downs. That's absolutely ridiculous. An interesting stat for them. I mean, they did go 3 for 13 on third downs, but 33 first downs. You can see how productive they were on first and second down compared to the Patriots' 17 first downs. So they almost had the double amount of first downs than the Patriots. And you look at Dak Prescott's numbers, and they're ridiculous. I mean, 145 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. But it was much more than just the passing game. It was also the running game, and the ability to run the football really helped this passing game open up, especially in the play-action game. You look at guys like Zeke and Tony Pollard combined for just over 120 yards and 27 carries. Didn't have a rushing touchdown, and at times in that first half, especially, the Cowboys' offense stalled in the red zone. They got stopped twice in the red zone. No touchdowns. I think one time they came away with a field goal. But Dak's arm was what was doing most of the work in that first half, and I thought the Patriots defense played really well in that first half, especially going into halftime with a lead, 14-10. But once again, that was something that wasn't able to hold up. I mean, at the end of the day, when you have Dak and you have CeeDee Lamb and you've got Dalton Schultz, even a guy like Amari Cooper, who had a really quiet game, 5 catches for 55 yards. I thought J.C. Jackson did a pretty good job against him. Something's going to erupt, and that's what happened with CeeDee Lamb. Lamb went off, had 9 catches for 149 yards and 2 touchdowns, and this aerial attack was absolutely dynamic. This is the best offense in the NFL. It's that simple. They were the best running team and arguably the best passing team in the league, and combine that together, and you've just got a potent offense that can score from anywhere on the field. But more importantly, I thought this defense, they showed up at times too. I think the main guys I really want to highlight, number one being Gregory, who had 2 sacks. He had a forced fumble and a fumble picked up in the first half that really swayed the momentum of this game. It looked like the Patriots were really in control for a little bit of that first half. The Cowboys were moving the football, but defensively, the Patriots were able to stop them. And more importantly, that sack that Randy Gregory had that ended up jarring the ball loose from a guy like Mac Jones really transformed the entire momentum of this game. I think that was a big turning point in this game. Also, Trevon Diggs with pick 6. That was obviously a massive play for the Cowboys. And although he did get beaten on pretty much the next play for a touchdown, still a momentum changer. And of course, you got to talk about Greg Zuerlein. Did miss a field goal to potentially take the lead at one point, but ended up hitting the game-tying field goal to send it to overtime. So he was clutch too. This Cowboys team is really good, and they're going to be competitive. For the Patriots, they're a good team. They're a really good team, and their record is a lot worse than what their team is actually. And I'm a Dolphins fan, and I'm saying that. This Patriots team is a pretty good team. Mac Jones threw the ball 21 times today, 15 completions for 229 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. Played a really solid game. He was efficient with the football, accurate with the football, and did what he needed to do. The only interception he had was pretty much a ball that was thrown a little high and outside and was tipped off the hands of his receiver and picked off for a touchdown. But other than that, he was near perfect. He played his Mac Jones game. He played his efficient game manager type game. Running the ball was a big thing for the Patriots, and their running game, especially in that third quarter and that early parts of this fourth quarter, is really what allowed them to really be in this game. Damien Harris was masterful on the ground, 18 carries, 101 yards, and a touchdown. Rhamondre Stevenson also had a touchdown on the ground. But through the air, Jakobi Meyers had a really big day. 5 catches, 44 yards. Doesn't seem like a lot, but he was really that go-to receiver for Mac Jones to go to. And Kendrick Bourne, of course, had that big touchdown, that 75-yard catch off that Mac Jones throw late in the fourth quarter to take the lead. Defensively, though, Juwan Bentley had a really big game. For me, the biggest play that he came up with was that fumble on Dak Prescott on that 4th and goal play, jars the ball loose, allows the Patriots to get the football back and go the other way. So that was massive, obviously. And then, of course, Kyle Duggar, he had an interception, but I thought the guy that actually really impressed a lot was J.C. Jackson, going up pretty much the entire game against Amari Cooper, and kept Amari Cooper to only 5 catches for about 55 yards. So I thought that was pretty impressive. Josh Uche, especially on special teams, was masterful too. He had a lot of pressure on Dak Prescott, but more importantly, he got his hand on a Greg Zuerlein kick and kind of messed with that a little bit too. So overall, I thought this Patriots defense did as good as they could, especially against a really potent Cowboys aerial attack and offense that really likes to spread the ball out and score a lot of points. So I think my takeaways from this game are the Patriots are a lot better than their record suggests. I think that they're a team that is going to compete. They're going to compete. They're not a team that's easily blown out. Interestingly enough, all 4 of their losses have come at home. Their only 2 wins have been on the road. And more importantly, I think that they're a team that's going to fight. They're going to be a hard out anytime you play them this year. And I think that they're well coached. Their game plans are excellent. They're very good defensively. More importantly, they're efficient on the ground and through the air on offense. And they can get points. They can get points, and they can be physical and good. And then for the Cowboys, I mean, they deserve to win this game the entire time. They just gotta look at what is killing them. And the thing that's killing them is their penalties, their stupid mistakes, their mental errors. That's what kept the Patriots in this game for large parts of this game. The Cowboys were the better team by far. They were moving the ball better. They were better defensively. But their mental errors, their mental mistakes, their unnecessary flags, all those things is what really held them back. So I think moving forward, the Cowboys really have to hone that back, really make sure that they're focused offensively and defensively. But more importantly, this is going to be a very good team moving forward. The Cowboys are going to be in the playoffs conversation. They're going to be in the Super Bowl conversation. This is arguably one of the better teams in the NFL. I think this is a top 5 team in the NFL right now. It's up there with the Bucs. It's up there with the Rams. The Chiefs are a little bit lower on that list, but it's up there with the Bills. They're a competitive football team, and watch out for them when it comes time for the playoffs, because this Cowboys team is really, really good.
And with that said, that's pretty much going to end the video for today. Did you agree with my analysis? Why or why not? Leave your comments and thoughts in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Also, if you're new around here, please drop a like and a sub on today's video. I'd really appreciate that. And with that said, I hope you enjoyed the video. And until next time, see ya.